still looking to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Walton. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. On the ground, it's Mobley. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They just never
gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was the guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the missed connection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From the gun, the ground game. Swapped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Rush right in his face. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Hawkins from the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Just had to get rid of it. Boy, had a chance to make a connection there, but he fired it in there. Maybe needed to take just a hair off of that one.
Hey, these quarterbacks nowadays, Reese, they got that arm arrogance, baby. They're trying to fit everything in there right now, cram it in that box. Sometimes you got to take a few RPMs off of it, soften it up a little bit, and use a little bit of touch.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Mustangs are flying down the field. It's a draw. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the direct snap, it's Mobley. Finally stopped inside the 25-yard line, but this one might be coming back. There is a flag down. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Throwing, Carr. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Carr. Moves to his right. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air. Under pressure. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it in his belly. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Walton. Finds a crease at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Plows his way ahead. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
After the run, now to throw. Complete. There he goes. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back, it's Jennings. And to get rid of it quickly. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Nice throw, nice catch.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Mobley. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to let it go. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Kansas State looking to deliver in a big way today to get to 8-2. I know those 2 hiccups did not sit well with this team. Hopefully now they can close out the season in style. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards upset city.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try to pop the draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for room straight ahead. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's a play the defense needed to get their team momentum back. You know the coach was telling them inside the locker room at halftime, we need something good to happen right away. We have got to set the tone, and we got to do it on defense. So on 3rd down, on the opening drive of the half, they're able to get the sack. They're trailing just by a few points. They have an opportunity now to take the lead because of that great play.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 95 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. Right side, it's Flanagan. Finds some room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing in this one and well on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Fires to the tight end. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.